Welcome to the field house here at Anoka High School. It's boys volleyball. The Tornado is hosting the Irondale Knights. Anoka's had a great year, and the Tornado's ranked number 8 in the latest poll. Irondale's had a good year at 8 before. There should be a good one. Steve Thompson along with Tim Anderson. Tim, good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a while. I feel like we did volleyball, 6 months ago? 7 months ago?
Been a while.
We are back again. The season never ends for you and I, Steve, and you're right. This Anoka, it really couldn't have gone any better for the Tornadoes for this first year in boys volleyball. 12-2, a top 10 ranking. They got a lot of talent, a lot of seniors. Same with this Irondale Knights team. A lot of seniors coming out for the first year of this sport.
Yeah, and it is a brand new sport at the high school level. A lot of the top kids have been playing volleyball at the club level, and a couple of key guys. Amir Abdul-Minim for Irondale. A phenomenal year, 199 kills. He's going to get us started tonight and serve away. And we go to work. Tornadoes in maroon and the left, and I think we have a net violation. Irondale's going to get the point, 1-0.
Deep into the net to start there for B. That's El Cupso B is, young freshman. We're the only freshman that plays significant minutes for this varsity roster for Anoka.
Abdul-Minim can really fly and drop the hammer, dug out of there beautifully by Vang, the libero, for the Tornadoes. They tap it over. Abdul-Minim gets it to the front from the back line, and the Tornadoes are going to get the point. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, that one just kind of ate up Conchi Nuli right there as he tried to play on the far side, and that's going to get the kill for the Tornadoes and get them on serve. Yeah, good work by Vang to be able to dig that up from that libero position. Those were some tough serves.
B to serve, the 9th grader, and there's a big swing near side and put away Prince Padua, and he's a 9th grader in his own right. He flat out dropped the hammer there.
Just leaped out of the gym right there, almost hit his head on the rafters. Prince Padua able to do some pretty amazing stuff right there, and you're right, those freshman players showing up early for the Knights as they get the 2-1 lead.
And so Padua put it away, and here comes Irondale in white. There's an ace. And the serve, Alexander Bly, another senior. And he's another guy that can be a factor up front. Irondale leads at 3-1. We saw them right out of the gate. First ever boys volleyball game here on QCTV, and they won the first 2 sets against Andover, and then the Huskies roared back to win it 3-2. But they have been playing well, and that's going to be a point in the swing for Noah Youngquist. And the Tornadoes down 1 get it back.
Yeah, Noah Youngquist, one of the senior captains of this team, and now he'll jump on serve for Olivia Wolbert. And her team. And a fine job by both of these coaches so far in the first year. Olivia Wolbert for Anoka doing great. Grace Mears on the other side for Irondale. Great starts by both coaches and both teams.
There's one over the net, but out. Point to the Tornadoes. We're tied at 3. Tersing had a swing at it, but it went out. And the Tornadoes stay on serve with Youngquist.
One thing that you'll notice is I think the service game is a real big part of the boys' game. You'll see them do a lot more jump serving.
Nice block in the middle. Terrific middle block. Lean and Muzaguda.
Muzaguda, one of the top guys as far as just kills in all of the state of Minnesota. Tornadoes
have grabbed the lead 3 in a row. Serve continues for Anoka here on their home floor. That one just tapped over. Anoka goes to work. Free ball here. Muzaguda gets it over and gets the point. The Tornadoes on an early roll.
Muzaguda brings a lot of force from that outside hitter position. Maybe not the tallest kid in the world, but his ability to jump and swing with power gives him such an advantage.
Over and 1 there by Abdul-Minim. Chance for the Tornadoes. They just tap it over inside the antenna. And in the back, Abdul-Minim had to take a little off it. Muzaguda. Partial block point to the Tornadoes, and you can see what he brings to the table.
Yeah, that was one that I thought was actually kind of set a little too high, and I thought maybe Muzaguda jumped a little too early, but he was able to catch up to it, hang in the air long enough, and put enough heat on it to get the point.
Tapped over by their setter, Vang, and the Tornadoes get a point in the middle. Lean saw an opening, took advantage. 6 in a row for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, nice set right there. Gave Carter Lean an opportunity in the middle to just find an open space, use a little finesse.
Another serve in. Abdul-Minim sent it to the front. Vang over to the right side. That's well long. Miss hit there.
You can see the strategy playing here. Noah Youngquist serving right at Abdul-Minim, trying to take him out of the play by making him have to dig it out. You're setting for somebody else.
Bang. Abdul-Minim, no, double hit, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Tornadoes 7 in a row. Make that 8 in a row, 9-3.
That's a quick timeout here for Irondale. Got to go and kind of rethink this. And again, it's not with the powerful jump serve. Youngquist is just getting it done with just really good, efficient placement. And that's one thing we noticed with Coach Wolbert in the fall when she was the assistant with Coach Chris Fenwick, is she calls a lot of the serves during the girls' side. And so using the serve and putting it in places and using it as part of the structure, big part of this boys team as well, and you can see it playing right there.
Yeah, one of the things we talked a little bit about before the match here tonight is the opportunity for these young coaches and young women coaching the boys here in spring volleyball, and it is really a great opportunity to get that experience, and I think it's going to expand the horizons, and it's going to create opportunities in other
100%.
sports.
And I actually, Coach Wolbert was interesting. She said, I'm having a lot of fun coaching the guys, really enjoying just the different kind of game, and the relationships has been really good, and she said it's actually been quite easy to coach the guys.
Vang sends it across, blocked back by the Tornadoes, but out. And that's a huge point. 9-4, Irondale will get the serve back. They really needed that.
Yeah, big side out there for Irondale. And that's going to get some substitutions in here quickly as New Lee will sit out, and that'll get in Enzo Yang into serve.
Yang will spend some time at libero, and it came up short there, and it's 10-4. Tornadoes get the serve.
That serve lacked the Wheaties right there just to even get to the net. That thing stopped short. It's like catching a wedge up on the top groove. There was just nothing on it.
Skylar Lohr to serve for the Tornadoes. Lohr is senior.
And he'll go to the jump serve.
Across, block back, Tornadoes. Nice block near side. Lean in on that. Anderson a part of that block. Tornadoes playing well early.
It didn't look like the greatest of serves, but it just kind of ate up the middle for Irondale, and the communication wasn't super strong at the net.
High floating serve to the net. And that one touched by the Tornadoes. Yes, indeed, 11-5.
Yeah,
and that's a big swing by Abdul-Minim. Didn't really drive it down, but got the Tornadoes to bite.
It's one of those things where they might have to try to set for Abdul-Minim as much as possible here early until other guys kind of get going.
That one goes long.
But that's one thing they have to do as well, though. When they get these side outs, they got to be able to stay on serve for a minute. Joshua London Sasa coming on here for the Tornadoes. Another big, tall kid who can jump out of the gym.
A duo with the service error, and now
this will be part of the service attack, as Maznaguda will do a big jump serve.
near side, over and down. Tornadoes couldn't get the block. It went off lean and down.
That's a big kill, and that was a great dig out because that serve has got some spin on it. That thing drops off the table. That's really a tough one to handle.
Tersing put it away. Now he'll serve. Near side swing, tapped over, kept alive by Irondale. They go to work. Near side, look out. Did that get the antenna? No, off the net. It just shook the antenna.
They said it did catch the antenna, so yes. So they give a point to the Tornadoes right there. 13-6.
Abdul-Minim, a rare miss. He is just dynamic. Leads the team in kills by a mile. Serve over. Bang for the Tornadoes. Right back, Anderson. Man, got away with the net there.
And that's what you're seeing a little bit with Anoka. Seems like they've got a few more options in the front of the net than the Irondale Knights do. I think you want to see them try to get Bly and Abdul-Minim a little more involved here.
Into the middle, tapped right back. Another good block in the middle, and I think Youngquist will get credit for that.
Yeah, Youngquist right there, just meeting Bly at the top. And able to send that one back on the block, 15-6.
Bang again. Tornadoes got off to that 8-0 run and built a big lead. Abdul-Minim tapped it over. Tornadoes couldn't get it. He pulled the string on that.
He did. Maznaguda and Vang were waiting for a big charge, and that thing got dropped right in front of them. They had to dive for it.
Well, and it's one of those things when you got a guy like that can wind up, you don't want to commit too early or you're going to take one off the face.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly it. And you want to respect the big ball, right? But
for sure.
And yeah, you're going to get susceptible to the change of pace every now and again.
Vang, there is setter, and he's a good one. Played in the back by the Tornadoes. They get it up front. Tornadoes put it away.
That's London Sasa right there. Joshua was able to knock that one down.
16-7. Hayes, a junior. Joshua Lando Sasa.
Bit of
big
a
swing.
Yeah, bit of a and bring of an energy player, right? Brings some energy in.
Anderson to serve. Goes cross court and out. Abdul Minim, did he?
I think he let it go thinking it was going to go out, and
boy, it was close.
Yeah. They're going to stay on serve here.
Tornadoes up by 10. Floater, and that's going to be an ace.
Yeah.
Boy, that caught him.
That was like the old Ephus pitch right there from Hank Anderson. That thing was just sat up in the air forever, and it just dropped in front of a bunch of Irondale Knights, and it was tough for them to handle.
Todd couldn't dig it out. Get it to the front. Abdul Minim in the middle. Look out. And that caught Anderson.
Yeah, no kidding. Right off the dome. That's something good thing he's got a full head of hair there to kind of insulate him on that one. That one might have put me in the hospital.
Well, and that's one of the things, you've got to respect that when Abdul Minim's up front. He'll serve into the net.
Yeah, the service game for Irondale has been the problem in this opening set. They just have not been able to sustain anything in the service game. Probably already 4 or 5 service errors in this first one.
Yeah, and a good team like Anoka, 12-2 ranked, you can't afford that. They just have too much skill.
Right now, you can't let them go on sustained service runs. You need to be able to go and get 2-3 points yourself in the serve to just kind of hang in there.
Near side swing, that's over and down, and that was Padua.
Yeah, I would give Prince Padua as many opportunities as possible because it feels like Prince can out-jump everybody.
Yeah.
It feels like there's nobody Prince can out-jump. Set for as many chances as you can get and see if you can get some big points.
Bly to serve. Tornadoes to the net. They'll just tap. No, they won't be able to tap it over.
Yeah, Youngquist and Maznaguda not really sure how to handle that one. And that's a big point now. And they need Alexander Bly to go on a run here for Irondale. They're down 9. See if you can get 2, 3, 4 points in a service game. Get yourself back in it a bit.
Maznaguda to the front. They'll tap it over. Opportunity. Abdul Minim just sent it over. Maznaguda find a spot on the middle of the floor. Just went over the front line and down.
Yeah, the spacing not great for Irondale, leaving big gaping holes in the floor, allowing Maznaguda to knock that one in. And that's what happens when you give free balls to good teams like Anoka. They'll take advantage of those. Youngquist
serves, sneaks it over the net, dug out by Abdul Minim, but he couldn't get it over the net or get help.
And again, that's not a I don't think that's an overly difficult serve to handle, and it just feels like it's surprising Irondale.
Youngquist goes deep. They get it to the net. Padua sent it over. Maznaguda over and one by Vang. Now he'll set it up. Padua. Tornadoes. Maznaguda. He'll win the battle at the net.
I'm not even sure that it touched Maznaguda as it went over the net. It might have just went over on 2, but it worked, and a timeout taken here for Coach Mears and Irondale. Down 22-10.
Yeah, and Tornadoes down 3-1 now, just flat out dominating, and really the set was decided early. At 22-10, it's a tough road for Irondale. They went on that 8-0 run to make it 9-3.
Yeah, it's the big thing is giving extended service runs, and now Noah Youngquist, who had a chance now to get 2-3 points in the service game in this run, and then 8 to go with the previous service game. And it's not because he's doing some overly complicated jump serve. He's just mixing it up. He's throwing some shorter serves. He's serving to the back line. He's mixing things up and keeping the Irondale Knights off balance.
Season's going to go quick. We're near the end of the boys' volleyball season. As a matter of fact, it ends Wednesday, May 21st, and then it's on to section play. And a lot of good teams here in the northwest suburbs. I talked about Rogers. Rogers ranked number 4 right now. There's certainly St. Michael Albertville, good volleyball, and then, of course, Anoka, Spring Lake Park here in the northwest suburban. So that there are certainly contending teams in this part of the world. Serve over by Youngquist. Vang. Abdul Minim goes long.
Yeah, that one goes long. There was trying to set for Abdul Minim in the back line is always difficult to do because you got to time that out and make sure there's not enough air on it.
Youngquist back to Abdul Minim. Bang, back set. And a big swing down the line, a winner.
It's a big one right there for Irondale. You even saw, though, right there on that serve, it caught Abdul Minim as he wasn't sure, do I set it with do I try to bump it? Do I try to two-hand set that thing? Felt like you could see him kind of messing with what technique he was going to do instead of maybe just trusting his instincts.
That was Kang Chu Nu Lee. And then another service error. You pointed it out earlier in the set, Tim. If you had to point, as we get to set point 24-11, that's been their biggest problem.
Yeah, they've probably given 7 points to Anoka just on service errors. And the one thing you can't do when you're in these games is, look, if you're going to get your serve broken on a side out, okay, that's fine. But you just don't want to hand them stuff.
Or to serve, jump serve, over. Vang's going to save it. Abdul Minim sends it over. Tornadoes go to work. They send it across. That's a winner, and that'll close out the set. Mazda Guda put it away. 25-11 Tornadoes. They dominate.
Yeah, they are having a go at it here. They win that opening set, no problem, 25-11. Things look good for Coach Wolbert's team as they head to set 2. Irondale's got to clean a lot of things up here if they want to hang in.
Yeah, and by the way, ball handling was really good. They moved it beautifully.
Oh, absolutely. It just seems like there's a real rhythm to their structure right now. And the service game was really solid. Not a lot of service errors. They were very clean on the offensive side.
Tornadoes dominate set 1, 25-11. Set number 2 coming up here on QCTV. Here at QCTV. Indoors for boys volleyball, ton of stuff outdoors. We've really been fighting the weather. And
what else is new?
It looks as though this week we're going to finally, and we got some softball later in the week here on QCTV, but man, it has been a tough spring.
Oh gosh, yeah, it has been a lot of rain, especially there's been some nice days, but it feels like all the rain happens on game nights, and there's just nothing you can do about it. And but the weather does look amazing this week. We're talking 80s outside, lots of sun. Next week looks a lot of the same. So summer's coming, my friend. It feels right around the corner, and it's been a great year of sports on QCTV. We've had so much fun doing this full school year, man. It just feels like a lot of our teams have made some good runs.
Oh.
We've seen some great competitive games. And it's wrapping up here in the next few weeks for us.
Yeah, and there's no doubt some very competitive teams among the schools we covered. Champlain Park, Anoka, Andover, the Champlain Park girls lacrosse team, Champlain Park softball, outstanding. There's always very good baseball among Champlain Park, Andover, and Anoka. And then I think boys volleyball, we're looking at an Anoka Tornadoes team these guys are going to be a factor. There's no doubt. You don't put up a 12-2. They've got some upcoming games. They've got a chance to take on Rogers head-to-head. That'll be a good measuring stick. But
yeah,
hey, they're ranked in the top 10.
Their section draw is going to be tough, but that section's going to be super competitive to watch. And every game in that section, especially semifinals on, is going to be potential. I mean, it's one of those things we say that all the time during the girls' season. Like, man, there's some loaded sections where one team's going to come out of it, and there's any one of four that could be a worthy representative.
Yeah, and of course track and field going on, and tennis as well this spring.
They had a good chance.
Got golf.
Absolutely.
Boys and girls golf.
And then I chatted with Athia Beckway, who was won a Wallen scholarship here at Anoka, but he's getting ready for the 110-meter hurdles. He made a big run at state last year in that, and three-sport athlete, and he's winding down his high school career. Had to shout out Athie, having a good convo with him today, getting ready for the track season for himself, track finish.
Yeah, and boy, they've moved the track meet to St. Michael, Albertville. What a great facility. What a great state meet that is. Here we go, set number 2. Tornadoes up 1-0, dug out. That's going to be a point for Irondale. Pretty good job by Hank Anderson to dig it out, but it's a point to Irondale, and Amir Abdul-Minim will start with the serve.
And this is where going to be the key to watch here in set number 2 is how well do the Knights serve. That's a nice one there.
I get it to the front. Anoka gets the point right back. Youngquist put it away.
Well, what a dig by Maznaguda. I mean, that was a chainsaw coming from Abdul-Minim, and he just kind of dug it up. I think more out of self-defense than anything, but it worked for a kill.
B to serve. And we go to work. Bang sends it across, and that's blocked by the Tornadoes. Nice block. Youngquist, Lindbergh near his side.
Yeah, Youngquist really does fill it up from that middle blocker position. He just knows how to disrupt the players of Irondale at the net. He's already had 3 or 4 blocks in this game.
Yeah, outstanding defense for the Tornadoes so far. That's Bly goes wide. Tornadoes grab a 3-1 lead. And this is what Irondale can't afford to dig a hole.
Unforced errors. You got to at least make the Tornadoes earn it with winners, right? You don't want to create unforced errors and just give free points away. It's not a good recipe.
Bang, back set. Into the net, point to the Tornadoes. I think that was not even blocked by the Tornadoes, but into the tape.
Yeah, can't do that, and that's another. Again, when you have somebody like Maznaguda and Youngquist at the net, you feel like you have to be creative and move things around.
4-1 Anoka. Blocked by the Tornadoes, and they're not going to be able to save it.
Yeah, that's Nate Lindbergh there on the block that time. Able to challenge Padua at the net and sent that back.
And that is impressive because Padua can really elevate.
Oh, no question.
Vang, quite a set to just keep it alive, and that's going to turn into a point.
Yeah.
And that's all on their setter. Vang, he did a really nice job.
Yeah, he just had to fight to keep that one alive. Not the most perfect, candy-coated bump set spike you ever saw in your life, but it worked, and they were able to get a big side out.
It is fun to watch Wyatt Vang. He does an outstanding job in the setter's role. That's a big swing, but well long for Nathan Lindbergh for the Tornadoes. 5-3, and Irondale really needed that. Bly to serve.
And Lindbergh bringing the left-handed approach. You don't always see that, so it provides a different perspective.
Nice dig by Vang for the Tornadoes. Mazdugata.
Oh,
big drive and a point to the Tornadoes. Maznaguda put it away.
Well, that one just sat up in the air. It almost hit the speakers up in the rafters, but it came through and it went right, perfectly timed by Maznaguda, and he was able to send that one down.
Youngquist to serve. Padua gets the point. Really in a tough spot on that set. A rare poor set by Vang, but
yeah, mistimed the jump too, and there was just not a lot there. So credit Padua for just making something out of nothing.
Yeah, really a good job, and they're playing better to start set number 2 down. Actually, point to the Tornadoes 7-3.
I think they were calling something there. Yeah, they had to switch that, so I guess there was something on that one. Maybe a lift or 2 hits. That could have been it.
In the middle, and that goes into the net. Tersing into the net, 8-3 Tornadoes. So that's a big turn of events.
That
from
is a big
6-4. Now it's all of a sudden 8-3.
Yeah, see, and that's just the stuff that turns. And now, once again, Youngquist's service game has proven to be a bit of a problem for Irondale. They have struggled to deal with him.
Look out. Osnagoda.
And part of that is just because Irondale's having trouble with Youngquist's serve, and so they're sending free balls back over, and it's setting up the Tornadoes for opportunities to be aggressive. Right here.
Oh, into the net. Lean loved that and missed it.
Yeah, Lean saw a cookie right there. Yeah. Eyes got as big as saucers, but he ended up just missing on that one. Didn't get all of it, and it was swatted back at him at the net.
New lead to serve. That's well long. That was easy call for the Tornadoes to let that fly.
Yeah, the service game for Irondale has been, pretty, as the kids like to say, mid, right? Well, maybe a little less than mid right now, and they have really struggled to get things going. And using the serve as an offensive weapon, they haven't been able to do that.
Or if you're of the literary type, the Achilles heel.
The Achilles heel, if you will, yes.
Lore. Vang sets it up. Near side. Jersing's going to get the point. Osnagoda, look out.
Now, watch out there. That took that one right off the beak.
But they're having fun.
They're having fun at the very least, yeah. I mean,
they're playing well. Won the first set 25-11.
Gotta have a good service game here if you're Irondale.
Osnagoda.
And now you start to see why he had 232 kills coming into the game tonight, Steve. Like, he's just everywhere around the ball, and they do a good job of setting for him. And now watch this serve. This is going to be something. This jump serve is going to have a lot of spin on it. It's going to have a lot of power. Might just drop right off the table. Oh, and then I jinxed him. Totally on me.
Fanned on that one.
He did. Yeah, he totally missed it. Well, he threw it 100 feet in the air, but you saw the spin he threw on it as he lifted it up. Like, he wants to connect with that and create some really crazy spin.
Jersing with the serve in the middle near side, over and down. Constance.
Cletus Constance. Somebody that Coach Wolbert talked about as, like, maybe not he's just about as raw as you get as far as volleyball is concerned, but you can't teach some of the athleticism that he brings, and that's why he's a factor.
Abdul Minim dug out. Osnagoda with the dig there. Another dig in the back. Osnagoda in the back. Kept alive. Irondale to the net. Tapped over somehow, but
Abdul Minim is over on the Anoka side.
Yeah, he just lost his balance and went under the net. 13-6 Tornadoes to serve. And bang, the libero for Anoka. Back at it.
Big difference today is Anoka just doesn't seem to make a lot of the serving errors that Irondale's making.
Abdul Minim down the line.
Just misses. Nope, they're going to say that was in.
Why?
They say in. Referee overrules the side judges.
13-7. Wade Vang, their center. Drops it in.
Lunda Sasa and Osnagoda in a rare moment of poor spacing from the Tornadoes.
Constance across, batted over, kept alive. Abdul Minim, he's blocked, over by Bly. Tornadoes, free ball opportunity, all the way across. Lunda Sasa sent it over. Lunda Sasa over and down for a point. He stayed with it.
Good work there by, they're going to sub out here. I believe it's, see who gets the serve here now. 14-7.
Laura's going to go on.
Hank Anderson.
Constance out.
Yeah, they're just getting Constance a couple of rotations, probably not having him play a lot of backline stuff. They like him up front, being able to disrupt. Now
serving Hank Anderson. Another good serve. job one, get the serve in. Osnaguda in the back.
Miscommunication there.
As much of a weapon he is on offense, he's as big a weapon defensively for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he can dig out. It seems like anything. It doesn't seem like how hard it is. He just feels like he can dig it out.
Abdul Minim, that goes long. And once again, service game for Irondale. If you had to point to one thing in the difference, that's it.
Yeah, it's just not super strong in the service game. And this is where you like Abdul Minim's ability to jump serve, but at the same time, he's thrown 3 of them out. At some point, you just say, you know what, get it over the net, and let's get in play here a little bit. And then once we get a few in, maybe we can take a run at a jump serve.
Beta serve. In the middle, over but out. Kongchi Nu Lee sent it out.
Timeout for Irondale.
And they just can't get in sync. And I think that's a great point, Tim. Instead of the jump serve and go for the ace, put it in play and get into a rhythm defensively.
Yeah, just trust what you have. Like, you can still serve. And look, Youngquist is a great example of you can do your standing serve and be really effective. You notice Youngquist hasn't gone to the big jump serve, but he's mixing it up. He's using different speeds. He's going to different parts of the floor, and that's allowing him to have success in lengthy service games. And that's something Irondale should think about as you look at the Northwest Suburban standings. It's been pretty competitive up at the top, as you mentioned, Steve.
Yeah, and Rogers, they are ranked. Andover's had a good year. We've seen the Huskies play. Spring Lake Park is ranked. And you and I talked about this before we went on the air as well. Great opportunity. And I think the momentum for the sport is building quickly. You're getting kids who maybe never played volleyball, certainly didn't play club volleyball, come out, are having a lot of fun, and their friends are coming out and saying, wow, you know, if they're a sophomore or a junior or maybe in middle school still, it's like, hey, I want to do that.
Well, the most popular gym class we have at Anoka is the volleyball class. It's not even close. And because it's guys and girls, it's everybody in our school takes that class because they like going out and playing. It's a game that everybody likes playing and they enjoy playing. Love the fact that it's here at a competitive level.
Another good block by the Tornadoes. Masnaguda was in on that block. Tornadoes play on. Masnaguda, he's blocked. That's a huge block. Tornadoes pat it over somehow, keeping up. They're going to give the point to the Irondale. It's got to be a double hit.
Yeah, double hit there for sure. Double hit. Good call there, too. And now Alexander Bly on serve, and this is, again, where I would caution against the jump serve unless you feel good about it, because right now you just need serves in. That's not even close.
That is long, and it just to the point, put it in play and see what we can do.
And that's something Coach Wolberg talked to me about before. It's like that's one of the big difference between the guys' game and the girls' game is the girls' game is such an importance on just get it in play and then take it from there.
Nice block. Tornadoes near side lean. That's Lindbergh again. And that was a block here on the near side on Padua.
The guys want to use the serve to their advantage as part of their offensive strategy.
Youngquist drops it in. In the middle, tapped over. Nice dig by Anderson for the Tornadoes. Near side, that's Lindbergh over the tape. Tornadoes go to work. Back set. And out point to the Tornadoes.
Yeah, they were ready for that left-handed shot from Lindbergh, but blocked that one out of bounds. Now 19-9, 10-point lead, and once again, Noah Youngquist leading a strong service game.
Abdul Minim, they send it across, blocked by the Tornadoes. And defensively, they've just been lights out over there. That was lean that time, and Masnaguda, and they've just been so good.
And that time that was Kongchi Nu Lee who just jumped, I think, too early, got it with just the fingertips, not enough to put anything on it.
Banks sends it across and over by Tersing. Another opportunity, and that's a kill for Lindbergh. 21-9 Tornadoes. They continue to pull away. Now Masnaguda is going to check out.
That gets Kyle Zhang into the game here for a little bit. Number 17.
Youngquist, one of the captains, continues to serve. Tornadoes closing in on set number 2 rapidly. High floater right to the back. Irondale plays it. Abdul Minim puts it away.
Yeah, it's the first time he looked like he was really in rhythm. Slammed that one down, made sure that was in, gets the side out.
Well, and they've just had way too many service errors to get him going when he's been up front.
Well, they haven't had a chance to get a lot of clean looks because you're right, the service game's not getting in, so they're not getting any opportunities to dig anything out, get a free opportunity to get a score on the offensive side. They haven't had the extended 4- and 5-point service game, which is kind of what you need when you want to stay in a volleyball game.
Francois Vang serving. In the middle, tapped over, and a point there, Lean. One of the seniors for the Tornadoes, 22-10.
Especially in rally scoring. You know, in the old school volleyball scoring system, you know, if you weren't a strong server, you could play defense, get kills. But in rally scoring, you have to have 4- and 5-point service runs. You just have to if you're going to extend leads or pull ahead or stay in matches.
Lord serve.
Can I tell you, has there been a greater change than going to rally scoring over the traditional scoring system of volleyball?
Yeah, incredible. There's an ace. We haven't seen a ton of that tonight. Tornadoes.
And that one, just I don't know what you do with that. I mean, that just ate up the Irondale Knights. That was a really great serve from Skylar Lohr.
But there is a value putting it in play.
Absolutely.
And that's true in a lot of sports. Spring sports. That one just long. We jinxed that.
Almost touched. Yeah, I thought it was maybe touched.
But I mean, softball, baseball, boys and girls golf, all spring sports, put it in play.
Just put it in
Keep
play.
It in play.
Stay alive. Yeah, that's the essence of spring sports. That's the moniker. Maybe we should make that the banner on QCTV. Welcome to QCTV Spring Sports, where we just want to keep it in play.
Yeah, for sure. Irondale to the net, and that's going to be a point to the Knights. Tornadoes got into the net. And I think Cletus Constance like, what'd I do?
Just over the top of that, just your hand is overextended from the top of the tape there, and easy call there for the refs.
Good serve by Padua, and then a hit right back. Nice swing by Tursing.
See, look what happens. You get a side out, you get a service point. You can swing momentum with a good service game. That's really one of the few times they've been able to string 2 and 3 points together.
Padua, and just a
out.
little long. But I mean, in reality, there is a lot in that. You know, the unforced errors, avoiding that, put it in play, off the serve.
If you're giving 10 free points, if it's a game to 25 and 10 points are free because you're just having a hard time keeping the serve in, I mean, it becomes a really hard game to win under those circumstances.
Abdelminam gets another swing and a point there, 24-14.
Took it right at Cletus Constance there.
By the way, it was Zhang serving for the Tornadoes. And now it's Kalsang Tursing serving. And that one's long. They're going to ride a home on the bus. Boy, you know, Tornadoes win the set 25-14. And once again, Irondale's got to figure it out with the serve. Tornadoes won set number 1, 25-11. They win set number 2, 25-14.
And they haven't had to have any pressure defensively. They haven't had to make a stop. It's just been kind of given to them. And that's got to be something you adjust if you're Irondale. You know you're a little bit outgunned here, so you can't beat yourself. You got to start getting a little stronger in your execution offensively.
Quick break. Set number 3 coming up here on QCTV.
Anoka's Waste Reduction and Recycling Board is hosting its 3rd annual citywide garage sale on Friday and Saturday of May 16th and 17th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you are thinking of hosting a garage sale this year, join the citywide sale to increase the traffic to your sale. Registration is free and your sale will be included in all citywide advertisement for the sale, including being a part of the city's interactive map indicating registered properties that will be available after registration is complete. If you post about your sale online, use the hashtag Anoka Garage Sale 2025 and tag the City of Anoka in your posts on social media. Once your garage sale is over, you have the opportunity to donate any acceptable leftover household items in good condition and bring them to the Anoka County Reuse event during donation intake times at the Anoka County Fairgrounds from 3 to 7 p.m. on Saturday, May 17th. For more information on the Citywide Garage Sale and Reuse event, please visit the City of Anoka's website for registration forms and a detailed list of what to expect.
And we're back here at the field house, and the Anoka Tornadoes coming in ranked number 8. Playing well tonight, leading Irondale 2 sets to none. They won the opener 25-11 and 25-14. Let's talk a little strategy for Irondale. Number one, let's just put it in play. Let's get some serves in, because at times when they've done that, they've looked pretty good. I think they're a pretty good defensive team. They have some guys that can attack.
Yeah, I would just abandon the jump serve for right now. I would just make sure that everything we do is about, let's get the serve over, let's figure out how to play defense, let's dig some balls out and get some setups for our guys up at the front of the net, and see if we can put a little pressure on this Anoka defense.
Yeah, and Anoka, once again, a terrific season. First year of this sport. And it's been a lot of fun to cover it here on QCTV. I remember the first match we covered was the opener, Andover hosting the Irondale Knights, and it was really fun, a 5-setter, and Irondale won the first 2, and Andover came back. So it is certainly far from over. But the flip side, the Tornadoes, they also have a lot of skill, and they have certainly some experience, and they have guys that play very well together.
Well, you're seeing Coach Wolbert, too, really utilizing spacing and strategy, and like I said, you watch her during the girls volleyball season, and she's about as vocal a coach, as assistant coach, as you're going to find on a staff. Like, she is up, she's moving, she's calling serves, and Coach Fenwick is a little more chill,
a little more reserved.
Coach Wolbert really brings that energy in the fall, and you've seen that same kind of energy translate here to boys volleyball in the spring, and that's what's been kind of fun to watch. I think when they hired Coach Wolbert for this job, I thought it was a great hire by Anoka.
On Anoka volleyball, period, on a roll. The girls have had a great run the last couple of years, and now the boys here in their first season having a terrific run, and been a lot of fun.
Want to shout out to first year for girls flag football. Want to shout out Tornadoes are 4-0 to start the season, and they play those games on Sundays. They do double headers. It's been a lot of fun. I know Coach Bo is having a lot of fun with the girls. I got a couple speech kids on the flag football team, so you got to shout that out when you get the opportunity.
Well, and here's the thing about that. You've got the NFL promoting it.
Yep.
And it's starting to build at the collegiate level. I think you're going to see more and more at the youth level all over town.
Yeah, won't be surprised if in a few years you and I are sitting there doing some flag football, or maybe even in a year.
I'm good with that.
I'm here for it. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Irondale gets the first point of set number 3, and they go to work.
That's
Is that
on the
one
line.
in?
That's on the line.
It is in. So Tersink drops one in, and Irondale a 2-0 lead.
You see the importance of a good service game, man. If you can get that 2-0, 3-0 4, you build some momentum.
Jump serve gets it in, played by the Tornadoes. They'll get it to the net, far side. That one's long, 3-0 Irondale. Missed swing there by Lindbergh.
You see what happens when you force a team to actually play the ball, though. You can get them off balance and get their timing off, and that's what Irondale's done here with the first couple serves. And that's
that one goes wide. And that's just been their night tonight. And you don't go 8-4 without a better service game. They have just been off here tonight. Here's B for the Tornadoes. Drops it in. Vang sets it up over on the right side. Tornadoes keep it alive. Nice dig by Vang for Anoka. Sent over. Opportunity in the middle. Bly gets the point. 4-1 Irondale.
You can see Bly sliding a little bit here on this very slippery Anoka floor. It's my obligatory one-shot-a-game jab at the slick floor here at Anoka.
Is it in the budget to refinish?
Who could say at this point?
There's a point. And Maznaguda didn't get a lot on it, but right down the net.
Well, it goes to show you Maznaguda's got the full bag of tricks, right? He can go with the aggressive speed power game, but he can also finesse one down the line when he needs to. Good example of that right there.
Minham just taps it over. Free ball opportunity. Tornadoes in the middle. And that's dunked by Lean.
Carter Lean in the middle is a tough matchup for anybody. And he's just eating up Irondale in the middle.
Serve here, Noah Youngquist. Over the tape, ace. Tied at 4.
And this is what you talk about. Noah Youngquist doesn't use the jump serve, but you can see that one just gets over the tape. Now you're going to see him maybe watch him find the back line here, do something different.
Minham gets it deep. Tornadoes get it to the middle. Nice block by Irondale. They're going to send it all the way across. Another block, but out. Point to the Tornadoes.
Yeah, it's good pursuit by Irondale at the net. Unfortunately, they block it out of bounds. And once again, Youngquist in a service game, they go on an extended run, and now just like that, they're up 5-4.
Minham kept alive by the Tornadoes. Terrific work by Chase White. But Irondale gets the point, but that was quite a dig by White for the Tornadoes on that.
Let's take a look here now at how, be interested to see how Minham attacks this. He's going to stay with his jump serve. And another one. He's just had a really not a good service night.
Yeah, and it's a shame because he is so dynamic.
Yes.
And it just hasn't been his night.
And when he doesn't have the service game working, he's becoming a bit neutralized. They haven't been able to set for him the same way. They haven't been able to give him the opportunities to really be aggressive and take games over.
Skylar Lohr. I'll get it over. Bang, sends it back across. And that's going to be a point. That's going to be a point for Ottawa.
So they're just kind of weathering the storm right now, Irondale. Needs to figure out a way to get on a little run here. 6-6.
It looks like Bly is going to jump serve as well here. Grace Murs letting him go. Floater along the line. That worked out. Constance. That's going to work. That's a point. Tornadoes get the serve back.
You can see Cletus pretty well defined there. He's got athleticism that, again, you just can't teach, and strength that you just can't teach.
But he's having fun.
And he's having a lot of fun.
And that's what it's all about.
That was a big serve by Maznaguda. That's what I'm glad I didn't set it up this time and just let it happen naturally.
And that one goes long. That was Ottawa set it out.
Did you see the spin on that serve, though? The way that thing just kind of was in the air with speed and then all of a sudden dropped.
I don't want to be anywhere near it.
No, certainly not. We'll see if he gets this one over as well.
He does. Dug out. Minham over on the right side. Nice dig by Vang for the Tornadoes. And there's a point. Now Lunda Sasa gets the kill.
Basically just a frontline player, a 3-rotation guy. But when he is playing in that outside hitter position, he is a force. And it just speaks to the depth that this Anoka team has.
Maznaguda, another big serve to the tape, kept alive, tapped over by Irondale. They've been able to play it. Maznaguda in the back block, back and down. And how about that block for Ottawa? That was really nice.
Yeah, they set for Maznaguda in the middle there, and I think it's a little easier to read. We talk about this a lot during the fall when they set for the superstar players when they're on the back line, that it's a little easier to defend when they're hitting back there as opposed to at the front of the net.
Francois Vang to serve. That one's long. Missed swing by Carter Lean. 9-8. Irondale hanging in there.
You get a serve and play, and that's one thing. The service game's been a little better for Irondale in this set, and because of that, they're forcing Anoka now to have to play and be defensive. And now Anoka's making some errors.
High floating serve goes out. Boy, good eye by Chewy Vang.
Yeah, that's one thing. There's a back judge there, Pat Budnick, who says he's taken a few volleyballs to the body here. It's been an aggressive season.
And gets it in. There's a point for Irondale. Good swing there by Kalsang Tursing. And they're down by 1, get the serve back. Prince Padua going to come on to serve.
One thing you see here is no real panic in Coach Wolbert. No timeouts needed here. It's a 10-9 game.
Over and 1 and a point for the Tornadoes. Can you believe that?
Yeah, kind of a lucky one there. And Abdul Minim was like, oh, come on, man. What do we got to do around here? Just wanted to eat that one at the net, and it dropped in front of me.
Yeah, that might be the easiest point he had all year. And now to serve Chase White out there. White had a really nice dig earlier in the set. Turned into an Irondale point, but bang across.
That one didn't have a good sound, yeah.
It's just not his night.
No, it's not. Chase White on serve. Maybe the first player with ink that we've covered this year on QCTV, am I right? I mean, you don't see that often.
And there's a swing for Abdul Minim. And he gets the kill.
And that's very important. You stay in it, right? You know, for him, it's been a frustrating night, a lot of errors, but this is where you can stay in it, stay tough for your team, and see if you can't keep around here and win this set. That's in.
Yeah, Tursing with the ace, and it's a 1-point set. Tornadoes won the opener comfortably, 25-9. They went on an 8-0 run early to build a 9-3 lead, never looked back. Won set number 2, 25-14.
Service game much better so far for Irondale here in set 3.
Over and down, point for Lindbergh and the Tornadoes.
And the one thing they're also doing well in this game, Irondale, is they're not allowing Anoka to go on those 5 and 6 and 7-point service games. Anoka's been able to get it in, but a good job by Irondale to kill off a lot of these serves.
B to serve. Tapped over, batted right back. Osnaguda, near side. Abdul Minim, nice dig in the back by B. Wow, he fought that one off. Bly sends it over. Tornadoes keep it alive. Another nice job by B. Sent over by Vang for the Tornadoes. Terrific action. And then another block. How about that? Youngquist on the near side.
Yeah, they get a free ball here, do Irondale. They get what they want. They get Abdul Minim at the net. But Youngquist is there for the big block. And that's just a huge point for the Tornadoes.
Ooh, the point of the night so far. Be another serve, and that's an ace. Tornadoes 3 in a row. They lead by 4.
Boy, you can see how quickly it changes, right? If you get a free ball and you get that point in, you get the serve back. Instead, it's 2 straight points for Anoka, and you're down by 4.
The end of the net.
Critical serving game here, I think, for Irondale. This is for Vang, who's going to serve here. And I think this is a really critical spot for Irondale. I don't think you want to go one and done here. You'd like to get a point or 2 on this service game.
Vang drops it in. Tornadoes at the net. Blocked out. Youngquist with the good swing. Nice block by Irondale, but just out.
Yeah, they haven't been able, when they have blocked at the net, they've had a few of those where they've gone just out of bounds off the block.
Youngquist drops it in. Tornadoes have been so consistent there. And that in the middle is Bly, and he put it away.
That was a tough serve to handle, too, because you can see the opposite of the Osnaguda serve, where there's all kinds of spin and rotation. That serve from Youngquist was like a knuckleball. That thing had no movement, no spin on it whatsoever.
Abdul Minim pulls the string on it, drops it in. Near side, Vang, nice dig for Irondale, and that's going to be a point to the Tornadoes.
No,
double
2 hits.
hit. A nice dig by Vang. And Amir Abdul Minim on the serve definitely reined it in a bit.
Yeah, needed to just, try at least. I mean, it didn't quite work out that time, but at least get it in play.
Yep.
That time it didn't, it worked out for Anoka still, but I like the idea of maybe just firing a second serve right there, the old tennis equivalent of that.
Vang in the middle to Bly. Kept alive by Chewy Vang for the Tornadoes. Nice dig. Oh, that was terrific. Ta with the dig for Irondale and the point to the Tornadoes.
And that's where the communication broke down there. Abdominum, along with Vang, just kind of not talking to each other, not on the same page, and that's going to take a timeout. 18-13 Anoka.
Yeah, Irondale hanging in there, down 12-11, but the Tornadoes on a 6-2 run, up 18-13 here in the third, and trying to close out a straight sets victory. And here's what we got coming up for Anoka.
A lot of stuff going on. Elk River's coming here pretty soon. They're going to be at home hosting that one on Wednesday. And then at Champlin Park, that Rogers game's the one that's really interesting there on the 16th for sure. I think a lot of people have that one circled to come out here. And then, of course, you close out at Forest Lake, at Andover, in a fast spring season. Yeah,
and no doubt Andover's had a nice year. We saw the standings earlier in the telecast, and rivalry, whatever sport. Anoka, Andover, that's always going to be fun. And
to see them on the football schedule next year, you can already hear the kids talking about it in the hallways, getting Andover back on that. That's a big deal. Irondale at Stillwater, home to Woodbury at Forest Lake, and then home to Blaine here coming up for them.
Yeah, so they have struggled tonight. There's no doubt about it, but they have had a good year, 8-4 coming in. Tornadoes at 12-2, and out of that break, Laura will continue to serve. Once again, they put one in play, and I just think that's huge. And that into the net. And Padua, actually they're going to reverse it.
They do reverse that, yes. So they're going to go
18-14.
So now they have to give that ball back. I don't think anybody told Skylar Lohr that yet.
Yeah, Laura's going to give that up. He's ready to go.
So I think they're waiting to get that call right. And so it will be an Irondale serve, and there it is.
Yep. So away we go, and Alexander Bly is going to serve.
Well, there's something to be said, like for getting that serve in, you at least force the Irondale defense to get it over, right? You put pressure on them to make plays. And that's what getting it in the service game does. It forces maybe some movement. It forces some spacing issues. You can challenge weak spots on the defense. Lots of things you can do. Just get it in play. And that's a good lesson for Irondale tonight. On serve with Bly.
And out.
Yep, serve that right at Coach Wolbert.
And now the Tornadoes trying to close this one out. 6 points to the match win here at home tonight. And on to serve, Zhang.
Yeah, Guile Zhang, who's nice young man. Had him in class earlier this year.
Tornadoes send it near side. Constance over the net. Irondale keeps it alive in the middle. Tursing dug out in the back. And now they just pop it over. Free ball opportunity for Irondale. Can they take advantage? Bang across. Padua. Tornadoes get it over somehow. Laura, what a play. Kept alive. Long point. They send it across. That's going to be the point to Irondale.
Mad lift. Yeah, they call the lift on Lean. And I think that's a good call.
Now, Laura comes over to get the explanation that it was just a carry.
Yeah, he's saying you can't do it, guys. He's trying to explain what happened on the inside.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was Lean or Londa saw on that play.
Yeah, you're right.
19-15, Irondale to serve. And that big jump serve into the net, that was Francois Vang, and now it's 20-15. And really, as you look at this, Anoka all night consistently just pop it over the net.
Yeah, really,
on the
they've
serve.
only let, Maznaguda's been the main jump server tonight. Most folks have been kind of straightforward with their service game, just been strategically placing it in the right spots.
Vang the libero into the net. That was just pounded down by Tur Singh. 21-15. Tornadoes closing in on the straight sets win, and Chui Vang to serve again.
Feels like they're getting good contributions from everybody. Obviously, you look at what Maznaguda's done and what Lean is doing and what Youngquist has done, but it feels like a lot of guys have contributed and played really well for them tonight.
Into the net, Londa Zaza. And it's 21-16.
You're getting contributions from Cletus Constance. You're getting Lunda Sasa into the game. Skylar Lohr served well.
Joey Vang's played really well at the libero spot. Really nice job.
Just a good team effort. Yeah, it's going to be a lift as well. Double hit right there. It looked like they could have called either one there on Joshua Lundasasa.
21-17. Continuing to serve. Padua.
Just a better game from Irondale in this third set.
Constance over in the point, touched by Irondale. 22-17.
Yeah, that's Cletus Constance. That's better instincts right there from him, seeing that, okay, against Abdul Minim, I'm probably not going to out-jump him, so I'm going to throw something kind of different at him. And he's able to get the big point, 22-17.
Chase White to serve.
Getting a lot of run here in this third set as kind of a back rotation player.
Over and one, and then hammered down by Londa Sasa. Josh wasn't going to miss that one.
Timeout taken by Irondale. And again, they're still trying to continue to keep coaching, keep grinding away here. 2 points to the match for Anoka.
And the Tornadoes' senior-dominated lineup, it'll be very interesting to see after this first year and some of the senior club players move on. You know, the younger players coming up going forward.
They've got a nice group in that JV roster of juniors and sophomores and some freshmen. If you take a look at the broadcast schedule here for QCTV. Busy one, though, for softball. Champlain Park, Maple Grove, there. Big one there coming up. That's just going to be monsters.
Yeah, Maple Grove, a perennial power. Champlain Park has been ranked all year. That's going to be a big one. The weather, by the way, looks great for that game tomorrow. Jim Erickson, Joe Rulin on the call, and then more softball. Rogers and Andover coming up later in the week. Next week, Anoka Champlain Park here on QCTV. Girls lacrosse, Rogers and Anoka.
There is a chance that both Jim Erickson and Joe will be wearing shorts for that game tomorrow, which is something to, I don't know if that's a draw or not, but it's just something there for you to chew on at home. Just something to think about.
Not a draw for me. we don't need a stand-up before that one.
Yeah, no stand. Close circuit to the guys in the truck. Match point.
Match point. White to serve. Irondale keeps it alive. Can Anoka finish it off? They do.
Yeah, Nate Lindberg. Cross court on that one, Steve. That's a really nice finish. And the Anoka Tornadoes, a much better third set from Irondale, but still I think a very comfortable set for the Tornadoes. And they're able to win this thing in 3 sets.
25-11, 25-14 in the third. 25-17 tonight and up and down the lineup. But my first chance to see Mark Maznaguda tonight and the Tornadoes. Very impressive. They play really well together.
They play well together. I think they're well coached. They've got some strong seniors that are committed and very invested in how things are going. And certainly this first year could not have gone any better so far for the Anoka Tornadoes.
Tornadoes go 13-2 after the win over Irondale. They fall to 8-4, and for the Irondale Knights, struggle in the service game. And then their top player, Amir Abdul-Minim, didn't have his best night.
Yeah, he really struggled on serve, and you could see that kind of took him out of the flow of the game. Just didn't seem like he got the same opportunities at the net. Felt like Anoka had him pretty well scouted at the net, too. Didn't seem to get a lot of great chances.
Yeah, so the Tornadoes win big at home in straight sets over the Irondale Knights. And as you saw a moment ago, coming up on Wednesday, Elk River here at the Field House, and then Monday at Champlain Park, and then a big showdown with Rogers. You may want to put this on your calendar. On Friday, May 16th, Rogers here at Anoka. That's going to be a good one. The Royals playing great. The Tornadoes playing well. That's a big showdown in the conference.
Should be a lot of fun to watch, and you might see obviously I think that's going to be big when they start thinking sections and who gets seated where and what to think. You know, those head-to-heads, those are the things that you start looking at now when we get to this stage of the season is who's got the resume, who's got the wins, who's got the wins on different courts, road wins, things like that. All of that comes into play when you start to make these section seedings.
Tornadoes win it 3-0 over Irondale. Big thanks to our crew, led by Ryan Mush back in the studios in Champlain, and our crew here at the Field House. The Tornadoes win it. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight. And Tim, always good to see you.
Absolutely.
Hit him straight,
It's been a
man.
while. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, hit him straight.
I keep working on that.
Yeah. Rumor is he's playing well
Yeah.
early in the 2025 golf season.
We'll have to get out you and I, Steve. We'll see if that holds up.
I don't know. I've played a lot in my life, and I got some advice real quick before we say goodnight. Someone said you should take a couple weeks off and then quit. See you next time here on QCTV.